Hello there. I made it. So I hope you guys can make it. Okay, so welcome to Bead with me. I'm Kay, your host from Vienna, Virginia at Stars Beads. Thank you for joining me, and anytime you do. So luckily for live, you know, it's live and life happens, and we are crazy busy as things are in a slow open here in Vienna. We are still working by appointment, but that has not stopped any of you guys. So just give us a courtesy call. We try to be flexible so that you can still cruise on in here, get your bead fix, and whatever it is I'm playing with, because I've got some new things. I'm overflowing right now. Like, I'm trying to sort buttons like a bad woman because we are having our Friday Night Live round 3 of buttons. Okay, so I have even called in a worker bee here who is helping me sort madly through these so that we can make them into beautiful, beautiful little combinations for you.
We have beautiful, there are some beautiful buttons here.
Yeah, so here's a sneak peek, you guys, going slow. Okay, we have thousands, okay, because you guys are, well, y'all were crazy. So, you know, I bought up everything I could. Okay, so we are busy sorting here. This is a little assortment, and then we're going to be playing around with a button bracelet here in shortly. Okay, so if you guys saw that Instagram post, I guess yesterday or Tuesday when I announced the buttons, there was a very, very cute button bracelet, and today I brought in the artist herself, okay, to show us how she designed and created it. Okay, so we'll be making a fun button bracelet using some of these beautiful vintage German glass buttons. Okay, all right, and then you guys, I like rocks, and so I just had to show these off because they're here and they're fun, and I thought they might give some happy energy to the universe. And even my mom just came in, and I kind of forgot she was coming in to see my son, and she loves, check it out, you guys, ready? Maybe. Look at that. I got a fantastic slab of amethyst. Look at that, you guys. So just because rock night was over does not mean I have stopped collecting some in here. So this is a beautiful piece of amethyst. Look at all that crystallization. It's really large, so you can see like the size of my hand. You can't even see my hand behind it. Like, OMG, people. All right, I think that might be the size of my face. Let's see, just to give you an idea. Look at that, right? I think that's probably like 8 pounds, like a head. And then, check it out. We also got some labradorite slabs, you guys. So these ones, wait till you see the color on these. They're awesome. Look at that color on that. Hey there, bringing out the new car. No, playing with rocks, playing with people online, you know, showing them some of the new goods that are coming in store for some people who are not local or can't make it in as regularly. Oh, you're so sweet. And this is a smoky quartz piece. Look at that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Look at that. Oh, and then for those selenite lovers, you guys, I got beautiful selenite eggs.
That's beautiful. Did you see the little thick selenite thing over there at Lisa's? It's like a votive. It's beautiful.
Oh, well, I'll have to go check it out. You know, I went over there for work at Wednesday. I hopped over to the consignment shop, you guys. And then I got a beautiful selenite plate. So you guys, if you want anything, you guys can start asking me prices, because you know how much you guys like to live shop. You know, that's why I like to show you the new things as they're coming in. Look at these beautiful selenite sticks here. Okay, those are really fun. And then for those Labrador, yeah, they're not wands, but the nice.
But they're
nice like that.
Yeah,
like
no,
a wand.
it's well, because it's such a angular.
The stone,
crystalline.
The way. Yep.
Structure.
Exactly, the crystalline structure is definitely more squared.
Beautiful.
But that's why it's amazing that they got them into these eggs,
Oh, well, it's beautiful.
you know, versus the plate.
Yeah.
Okay, but we've got these labradorite.
No.
You didn't want any of
Pocket
those, so you
stones?
don't want to wire wrap one of those? Oh, you want one of those, right? But if you,
Beautiful.
when you sell that one, you can come back and, but, you know, I just like showing off a few rocks, okay? Okay, but I thought today we've been playing with the guys and, you know, trying to get ready for Father's Day. And then, but I also like you guys to, you know, get ready and get excited for Friday Night Live. So I thought I'd bring in Sherrilyn, who was the customer who had created that beautiful bracelet out of those buttons. And so I thought I'd bring her in and ask her if she just, you know, show us a little bit of her thought process of making this beautiful design, okay? So welcome, Sherrilyn. How are you today? It's great to have you.
I'm a little nervous, but I am here.
Yeah, hey, nothing to it but to do it. I really, really appreciate you coming in today and giving us a little bit of insight in the designer's mind and how you created a beautiful bracelet with some of the buttons you had gotten from one of the previous button nights. So what do you have here?
I have, well, it's just a little rainbow. You had asked us, what are we making with rainbows? So I decided to use all the buttons and make something with a rainbow. So, I don't know. I had fun just making 3 different, well, they're all the same, really. They're still rainbows.
But you can see, you know, you can choose all the same color set, but in this case today we're going to do, because you know we love Royalty Biv, so we are going to do a rainbow one set today, okay? But you of course can certainly do your own color set, okay? So what we started out with was what? Let's see. We went ahead and picked out, these are about 10 or 12 millimeter.
It does work better if they're all about the same size, because this one I made was a bigger one, but then I didn't have orange or obviously green or blue in the right size. But it can be adapted. You just have to adjust for the length of the button. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and so as we're working, you are going to see how flexible that you can really make the adjustment, and you can see it as you build it, okay? So we want to get started. The first thing we did here is, like we said, so we picked out 2, 4, 6, 8, about 9 buttons, you guys, and about a 10.
I'm back.
Hey there. What'd you get?
Nothing.
Nothing. You just went for a walk? Okay, that's cool.
The watch shop was open, but they didn't take watches.
Well, that seems a little funny, huh? Maybe she needs to go to Steve. Let's go see Steve at the other consignment shop who is open. Yeah, you're gonna need a rainbow set, Patty.
I can say that this size fits me, which is about the same as Kay. So you might need more buttons depending on the size of your wrist.
Okay, so maybe you wanna, you know, try to spread out your color sets, you know, and guesstimate as you're going. Okay, so we started off with on one side, and we cut off about, what did we say, 2 feet?
About 2 feet. I used beading wire. I haven't tried this with stretch wire. I'm sure it would work, but this one's with beading wire.
Okay, bye Leslie. So we're gonna get a couple feet of the flex wire. The best ones to use is going to be, when you're doing a weave like this, you can use the 0.014, which is the fine, or the 0.010, which is also the very fine. You could use either one because this is a light enough style to do that. So we grab 2 feet of that, and we're going to show the first setup, and then you can, let's move these out of the way. And then I'm going to get you set up here. Okay, so can you kind of see?
Kind of started already.
Yep. Yeah, that's okay. So what you'll do and what you'll show is just the beginning, and then you can bring this in. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is going to make the beginning loop here. So we're going to have a sample here so you can see this is where we're starting. Okay.
Want me to undo that?
No. I want you to start on just a new piece.
Just start over.
No, you're not starting over.
Oh.
On this, you show bit by bit, and then you're going to just show the beginning step of this. Just make that loop, and then just set it aside, and then pull this in, and then we're going to start adding buttons.
She's teaching me to teach at the same time, so you know.
Yes, because I I threw her in here and I wanted her to, you know, really take ownership of her own design because it's so cute. Okay, so go ahead, Sherrilyn. I'll let you take that lead there. So you just tell them what you're doing here, step by step.
Can you delete Kenobi?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna move it a little bit.
Okay.
Because what I'm doing is trying to get these on the wire. She does it so fast. But really, what you do is you get enough on the wire to make a little loop like this that is big enough to go around the last bead you want to put through. So like this will be my last bead. And so she had me start one probably to get over my nervousness, but so the last bead fits through here. So what you do is you just put on enough beads, and then the fiddly part comes where you have to cinch it together and then crimp it. So you would just do the crimp right there. Does that make sense? And I'm supposed to be able to see the comments. They're upside down. Nobody ever said that I was a good public speaker, so if you don't understand something, just holler. She left me. Huh? Really? I don't know if I should continue to do one, but basically you get, pretend this is it. So you get one where there's enough on there, and then this one isn't it, of course. You need somebody who's very talkative, and that's not me. So when you get where you have enough on your wire, then you stick through the crimp one way, and then take the other side and go through the other way, so that you've got this sort of thing going where it's crossed, and you just pull it all the way down. And this obviously is too small, but if it was for yours, just kind of hold it there and do your little crimp. Like I said, she had me start already, so I have one started already. I did the crimp there. And then what I did was I just kind of put 3 more of the size, I think the size 11 seed bead on each side, and then the size 8 seed bead, and then just a few more so that you can get to the inside of the button. It depends on the button size how many you put. Some I've put 4, some I've put 2, some, you know, it's just so that you, when you flip it over, you can actually see the other beads underneath. It's not completely covered. Whoops. Hang on a second, my little beads just slid right off. When you don't hold them, that's what they do. 1, 2, and she left me. Okay. So, sorry, I need to learn to do this in front of you. So I've got 3 there, which goes to the length of the button. And since I started with red, what I'm going to do is add a red seed bead to match, because I thought that would be pretty. And then you just kind of do 1 of each, alternating. Oops, sorry. So that when you flip it over, you can see the 2. So if you can't see the 2, you just kind of take it apart and readjust it. That's what I've been doing. Let me get... Oops, wrong color, you're right. Of course, Kay has all of these beading things, whereas at home I used Swarovski crystals and then found out I ran out of some, so then I used Czech crystals, and it's kind of nice to be in the store because you don't run out. So once I have those three, look at my pattern, I actually put a couple more to be the lead into the other button.
So you sell this one for like, you know, put it up there for $5.95, you know, whatever, give a discount if you know them.
Okay, and then this is where you take your next button and you kind of you go through one side and you take the other and you go through the opposite, just like you did with the crimp bead, so that when you pull it tight, and these kind of came out a little close if you ask me, but I think it will still work. Well, maybe not. What I do is just add a couple more seed beads, just so that when you put it together, it's not on top of each other. And honestly, when you flip it over, it really doesn't matter if they're not exactly the same. I'm not exactly OCD in that department, so I know it would bother my sister. Let's see. Yeah, I think that works a little better, so that there's some space between it. And really all you do is you just keep doing that from one button to the next, to the next, to the next, as far as you need. You know, you could place it out on your arm to see if it's gonna, how many do you need. Oops, sorry, I bumped the phone. I know in her sessions she finishes it, but she's so fast. I don't know if you'll want to hang with me till I finish it. And as you can see, I have trouble with the seed beads, and I find it almost easier to put it in my fingers. And I know that's not the way you do it, but easier for me, though I am learning. Oh, are you coming back to rescue me?
Oh no, I was checking on you. How's it going, you guys? Look, okay, so there you can see it on the bottom side. Oh, good, Paula, you made it home. Don't you love the colors? Oh, thank you. Paula says you're doing a great job. And Elaine, you got home too.
I don't know about that, but I'm doing.
Oh, they're saying she can't read the comments right now, so I'm reading them to her, you guys. They said you're a great public demonstrator. He says, just pretend like you're telling a friend how to do this. That's what Pam says. Remember I said, remember, just pretend you're talking to one person. Okay, the size wire we're using, Paula, is the 0.014, or you could use a 0.010. So that's the fine or the very fine. Thanks, Amy. And then the crimp size, you can just use a standard 2x2. Okay. Thanks, Doris. You'll be making one. All of you guys are going to be making one of these because I know y'all have enough buttons. And if you don't, we're going to be seeing you tomorrow night. Oh. And you guys, you know, I'm not a big seed bead weaver, you know, so this is one of the things I really like about the project because, you know, it's just a little touch and different ways that you can use seed beads really without, you know, so-called weaving.
I can't weave to save my life, so. And I can't do these seed beads this way.
I'm doing fine. Getting it angled so that it can.
Yeah, I keep bumping the phone, which I'm sure doesn't
Nope,
help.
I just dirtied it for you, and now you can work exactly where you're working, and it's right on you.
The fun part about doing it here is you get to pick out the buttons.
All right, so if you guys need the rainbow seed bead kit to go with whatever rainbows ones, we can make you a little kit package. Uh-oh, hey there, bookers.
I thought it might be fun to do like a black and pink one, but that would require me winning both colors, so we'll see how that goes. So I'm generally doing the same pattern so far. Most of the beads have been the same.
Yes, I'm totally sure. That I always have.
Ah.
You want me to get that into something? No.
1, 2, 3, 1.
You didn't like it? No.
It's funny how you forget how to count when you're doing this for somebody else online. 1, 2. I feel like you all know so much more about this stuff than me. So, in 1. I'm sorry, I'm off the screen. In 1. In the other. It will tighten up as you go, by the way, so don't feel bad that it's loose. So, where'd you go? So, this is what it looks like so far. Oh, you know what? I forgot green. So, let me take that off. She moved the phone and I thought I was working in front of you, but I wasn't. Where are you? There we are. 1, 2, 3. I like this one because I thought, even though it's with seed beads and seed beads are annoying, this one was somewhat relaxing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 2. Do you know the phone is upside down? So, in case you ever wondered, when she's working, you're like trying to look at your phone and it's upside down. 1. I know that was some useless information, but 1.
I mean, there's nothing you can do, other than being,
Okay, where is that blue one? There's just a lot of the same things. So once you get the first part down, you'll get the rest. It's kind of repetitious here. And I hope. Last time I made one, I actually had to go through and add some other buttons because it came out too short.
And Phil is really good. I'm like, hey, you need to, go watch a game. And he's like, okay. And he doesn't ask why. He's like, okay, I'll go do that. Yeah, no.
And she's usually talking the whole time. I don't know exactly what to say. And I just kind of work it upside down because that's the side that I'm working on. 1, 2. Oh, there's some comments. Let's see. Do you think it's fun to watch? You know what? As I was working on this, you probably noticed already. I didn't because I'm a little nervous, but I forgot orange. And I don't think I'm gonna, I'll fix it. I don't know that I'm gonna fix it right now. Huh. You know, if I were to stop and fix it, I would have to undo a whole bunch. What should I do?
What happened?
I forgot orange. So if I were to go back and add orange.
Oh, orange, the seed bead?
Yeah. Does anyone
You
care?
can't tell. Move on. Next.
Does anyone care?
Nope.
They might have told me, but I couldn't see it.
No, it's okay. And this one will make up fast, you know. You could certainly use bigger seed beads. Sorry, my phone just...
Somebody probably says she doesn't know her rainbows.
No, but it's only on the small beads. The buttons you didn't. And you know what? That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Well,
and it isn't a bad thing. I wouldn't have even known it had you. I didn't think anything was wrong with that.
somebody once told me, and I don't know if it was you or somewhere else, that you know, little things like that don't matter. They're just artistic intricacies.
Yeah, I think one of my ones was my mom would say that if you can't tell while you're riding on a horse going by, then it's not, then it's unimportant. I think that was the way she put it. So things, yes.
So we'll just tell people we meant to do that.
Nope, we don't tell people anything. Saying, look how beautiful that rainbow is.
I know.
It's like nobody knows what happens before the doors open. Like, you guys have no idea what happened before we went online.
They just knew it. Took a while.
Only me and Sherrilyn know what happened before we popped online. Oh, you guys, I hope everybody's having an awesome day. I'm reading comments. Okay, it didn't go through. Okay, that's only if we get a ribbon pack. Okay, we making some kits here. We got rainbow button kit. Oh, we need rainbow button kits. And somebody loves that blue bead.
Yeah, I think I saw more of those.
Ooh. You guys better be watching tomorrow night, because you know it's going to be on.
I can say there's not many purple ones.
Yeah, not a ton of purple. There was never a ton of purple for whatever reason. And look, we're almost done.
Yeah, but it's obviously not big enough. So I might have.
Well, it might be big enough for me.
I doubt it.
Okay. Well, that's okay. We're going to show the ending. And here, do you have two more?
That's two. There's two more. I told them I couldn't count online while I was doing this.
And it makes you feel like you're really at home and beading with a friend. That's why this is called Bead With Me. We're just kind of enjoying the process and seeing what it's really like.
Yeah, I was like, why do I have orange left?
You know, sometimes you drop a bead or you misplace things, or, you know, or one of the tricks, you guys, if you have strung on too many seed beads right here, like, so see, we had done 3 here and then 4 around this side, you know, and maybe you have decided you have too many, and we're talking about like going back. You do not have to go back. What you can do is, these are made of glass, so you can take a pair of your chain nose pliers right here, okay, and you can totally just crack one of the beads out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, so you can crack one here, and then that'll make that whole little loop smaller if you're finding, oh, you know, those loops are just too big, and then before you crimp down here, and then you can just tighten it all up and go all the way back down, and that will make all the loops a little bit smaller. Okay, you do want to be careful because glass is it's glass, okay, so you get little shards and bits, so it can cut your flex wire. So
actually need another color.
look, I just love this. Look at that. So this is what we're making, you guys. So anybody who might be just joining us, we're making a fun rainbow button bracelet.
Yeah, it still needs.
We're doing a simple weave.
Don't worry about it.
Nope. So we're going to show how we end it, so you know the start and end, and we're making a little mini one, and it'll be perfect for Jonah.
Let's see how to.
So you can see here, is this the last
Yeah,
one? Or are you putting this one here?
Yep, no, that's
that
the last one.
Okay. So we're going to put one more on here, and then we'll show you how Sherrilyn ended it.
Just add a few more of those.
Yep.
1, 2.
I put these in there so they can see all the ones that you have made. They look so good. All right, I guess I guess we need to make rainbow sets. Do you hear that, my button bee over there?
Yeah. As in, don't take them all. Is that what you're after?
No, I get her making some button combos right now.
You think I would be faster at this by now? I am not.
No,
I keep running
not
out
about
of these
speed.
guys.
You know, that's the therapeutic part of beading. You know, there isn't a rush. We're just enjoying a great afternoon, having fun with you guys, showing a little bit of color, getting a little bit of inspiration. I've been loving how motivated you guys are. You guys showed me so many bracelets on Wednesday for my What's on Your Wrist Wednesday. I'm having...
It's on my wrist.
Oh, let's take a look at Sherrilyn's. Oh, and see, she used those bubble beads. All right, guys, there's a few more of those bubble beads left, so you can check out last Friday night's live and you can see a lot of the colors. We still have a lot available. I think everyone was came out with mostly everything that they had requested. Okay, so on this last one,
on this last one, go ahead and string a crimp. Sorry.
Yeah, so we want to show where it is.
A crimp on each tail. If you can pick it up. So there's one on each side.
So you can see when you came around, and this is right before we would go into a next button, she's putting a crimp there.
Then do your usual, go one through each side and pull it tight. And Kay is right that she's thinking, how do you crimp that? It's kind of hard to get to.
But if you have those awesome,
what's that?
These are the needle nose ones. These are a little bit finer.
Okay.
I do like those.
Oh. Then you can get right in there. Oops. And do your little crimpy job here while you're holding it. And yes, I know you should probably string it through a couple beads, which I forgot, which would have helped.
Oh, we didn't
You know what
it.
I did? I forgot to stick it through.
That's okay.
Boy, that was smart. Okay.
So you hold this.
Hold
It's
this.
okay.
Hold
You
this.
Hold that right.
Oh,
okay.
I dropped you. I'm sorry.
No, you just. So sometimes things like that happen.
So Kay
So I
is
find
here.
one of the things you can do here is we're going to squeeze this crimp open, and we're just going to put new crimps on. So I'm just going to squeeze this kind of in the opposite direction.
I've actually wondered what do you do in this sort of instance.
Well, that's part of what we can try to do
Because
live. So these tips and techniques, it's like when you're in a class, you want sometimes the mistakes to happen during the class, because then you can figure out how would your instructor handle it, right? So you see I was pushing on the opposite side that we crushed on, so perpendicular, so that we can kind of push open the crimp a little bit. Get the leverage on there. I don't know if you guys can see that.
That's somewhat embarrassing, considering I know how to do the crimp.
Crimping isn't the hard thing, but that's why I tell you, when you guys are making those wire wrap loops, how many times do you guys hear me reminding you, saying, this is the time you need to attach it to whatever it is you're going to attach it to, right? All right, so then we're going to pretend like that didn't happen, okay? See, and on non-live TV, you wouldn't get to see this.
Yes, it's the full
So
show where
that's right.
you're missing some seed
Okay.
beads on the end.
Okay, well then I'm going to let you catch up.
Okay.
Yeah, add 2 of the silver ones. I think they had come off.
They're slippery little guys. 1, 2.
And that will help with the leverage as you're pulling it through.
Oh, and then it helps to see what you're doing.
Okay, so you can see she's crossing through the button there. Okay, and then this time we're going to string the flex wire through the crimp, and then also through a couple beads. So you can go down towards your button.
It may not go through there.
Oh, well.
There it goes.
And this is nice because it will give an added security right there, especially at the attachment.
Is that far enough?
Yeah, that's fine. And then we're going to repeat that process on the other side. So there you can see there's going to be the crimp, and then we're going through some of the seed beads, and then we're going to pull everything tight and get all of that slack out.
And then your button will stay, unlike last time.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so see how that tightened right up? Okay.
I think.
And then we're going to shimmy all the pieces down on each side. And this is just like when you are crimping regularly. You gotta get it, you know, making sure all your pieces are tight.
And then actually, if it's in there correctly, it
Yep.
kind of stays put. Whereas before, I was fighting to hold it in place. So then it's actually
Hold on, honey.
easier.
I have Jonah hugging me, and he was shaking the whole camera.
I suppose you could use the other crimp, but I like just making it
And
flat
this is hiding behind
behind the button.
behind the button.
What am I missing?
All right, and we'll take those little clippers, and we're gonna cut those little tails right off.
And it kind of hides it anyway. So yeah, this is a little mini one,
Jonah!
but it you
Hey,
know,
Jonah, can I borrow you? Yeah. We got it. Sherrilyn made you a bracelet. You wanna go around? Go around to her?
like rainbows. See, I need your wrist.
Here, look.
You put
We're
it
gonna see.
on.
We're gonna show it off on you.
Let's see.
Jonah loves the rainbow.
Ooh, it's even tight for Jonah.
Oh, his sleeve is there. Pull his sleeve out.
Ooh, look at that. That's kind of neat, huh?
Look at that, you guys. Let's show it off. Go slow, Jonah. We'll turn that. Look at all those pretty buttons, you guys. So that's what you can be doing.
Yeah, I think these, the reason they turned out a little longer was because I used the Swarovski crystals, and they pick up just a little more acreage on the strand. But yeah,
But that's a part of the gauging.
just use more buttons if you use the seed beads.
That means, yep, you get to use more buttons. Darn.
Yeah.
Those are so yummy. I gotta go visit my button bee over here because she's been busy. Look at these beautiful little packages. All right, so I guess we need to figure out some rainbow packages. Is that what you're telling me, you guys?
Yeah, and
Yeah, it can be for you. And don't forget the orange. We'll put orange in the packet if you feel like you need the seed bead pieces.
I like that.
Okay, what a fun Thursday. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you again tomorrow. We get to see you double time tomorrow, guys. So Friday, we are going to be doing a little 2 o'clock. We'll probably be playing with buttons some more, okay? And then it's going to be Friday Night Live, and it's going to be on, okay? So join me 8 o'clock, okay? If you guys have any questions,
I have a little
you can let me know now.
How do you take this off?
How do you take it off? Okay. We're going to demonstrate how to take off this button bracelet, you guys.
Push it through.
So you see that? That little loop, we're going to just go boop. Just like that. And then
Well, that was pretty easy.
it was pretty easy, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was easy, but yet secure how that works. Even for a kid. So,
I like that.
you like that? He likes that, you guys. I hope you guys like that as well. Have a great day, you guys, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
Bye.